22nd, the Yankees sweep the Rangers. They have won their 5th series in a row, their first sweep of May. Stole that from Brian Hoke, Hokey Pokeys.
Talkin Yanks with old John Boy Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards.
He texted me.
Brian Hoke?
Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes.
Because the live episode at the stadium, I said we'd say hi to Brian Hoke, but we could lose 45 minutes. And he said that's true.
It was a good time.
Good talker. His career, kind of.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. We're coming to you live from the owner's suite in the warehouse. We had a big filming day today, and now we get to talk about these Yankees who are 11-3 in their last 14. Winning all sorts of ways. SeatGeek Jake.
Thank you. Shout out to gray hoodies and white hats. That's what we're both wearing right now. I'm calling it the Your Beat sweep, and nobody likes it. So we're going to find a better name for it after the episode. It's
Your Beats parents just got so pumped listening to the episode, and then you took it away from
It's
them.
the first sweep this month. So Yanks are hot. Yanks are hot.
No, Yanks are hot.
Yanks are officially hot.
It's a really fun time to be a fan because they're winning all kinds of games.
Yanks were warm, and they kept winning. They had to keep winning the third game of the series. So when they won game 2 last night, it was like, oh.
A little bit of a Martian walk-off, too. That's a spoiler.
What?
But, dude, it's a good time. The Yanks, you don't get many stretches like this.
Right.
The start of 2023, actually, I think, or 2022. I don't know. One of those, the start was amazing. They were winning every game. They were coming back.
Historic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So good. They forgot to improve the team for the second half.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jake, but this has been a fun time.
This has been fun. The Martian, turns out I think it's his only hit in the series, but it's a pretty quality one. It's a fun brand of baseball. Texas Rangers, I feel like we used to do, at the end of the 3 games, we would do a little, we just played this team. Any thoughts on them? The Texas Rangers should be happy we're not doing that segment because they're a little bit.
Pitching's nice. At the starters are nice.
They've got a horrible case of the can't hits. Sam Haggerty leading off today?
Is he bad in center? Because there's a couple plays that he looked like he was real slow.
I think he's an athlete.
Oh, for sure. I agree.
I'll take the Volpe triple. Texas couldn't hit. A little bit of credit to the Yankees pitching, who they've been pitching great for a while. I mean, that Butterknife starting pitching stat has had to get a lot better. The bullpen has been electric, and Hamilton. So I'm excited for a West Coast trip, which is gonna affect our bodies a little bit. But the Rockies and the Angels, who Rockies are just. I mean, I'm interested to see the product because they have the worst record.
8-42?
Like worse than the White Sox last year, who set the record for the most losses, so that's scary.
I think much worse than the White Sox, pace-wise. Right?
Yes, and then
8-42.
And then it's the Halos who are bad, but playing well right now. So, and then the Dodgers. So excited to get hot, as it should be. Heading into summer, Memorial Day weekend, let's get hot. Let's be hot.
Hot.
Miss you, Sharky.
Let's do the grounds creeping. It's very quick. It's really quick. Grounds creeping. You ready?
Yeah.
SeatGeek code Yanks 2025 grounds creeping. Right-handed pitcher Scott Efros was activated off the IL and optioned to AAA. So that's nothing really.
That's nothing.
Fernando Cruz, sad times, placed on the 15-day IL with right shoulder inflammation. They say that it's just he should return. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
And they replaced him with left-handed pitcher Brent Hedrick. Who was on the roster earlier.
Yeah.
Keith's been grounded.
That's that.
Yeah, we're not getting Stanton updates. We're not getting heel updates.
No.
Maybe we are, but they're not like anything.
Of substance.
Yeah.
None of them have been anything worth putting on the sheet.
Yeah. Sounded like they were just birds in the room with us. Where was that?
Stanton gets to call his own shots. Heel the opposite.
Yeah, you would think so.
You know?
All right. You want to do game 1?
Sure.
I don't even remember it.
I know, it's kind of a hot minute ago. Oh my God. A beautiful tribute video for two former Yankees as the battery of Patrick Corbin and Higgy lead the Texas Rangers into the Bronx against new Yankees ace Will Warren. Bottom two, Vanilla Rice Baby solo album. It's 1-0 Yanks. Make it 2 after his sac fly. It would stay that way into the bottom of the 6th. Make it 3 is Tony 2 times. Volpe doubles in Goldie. It's 3-0 Yanks. And that nothing means Warren was great. 5.2 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 10 Ks for the Mississippi Monster. The judge would call the police for the insurance cap with the 2-run porch job to make it woo-woo 5-0. Hamilton batting practice, but Warren to Leiter to Williams to Hammy to Weave. Yanks win 5-2 final.
Say that pitching lineup again. It sounded like 20 names.
Warren to Leiter to Williams to Hammy to Weave.
It was a lot, huh? Good game. Solid win. I had a reaction because I watched this game. I did kind of in the moment forget, and then I forgot Rice homered, and it was like, God damn it. We got a problem.
Oh, disagree.
Oh, no, I mean, it's a good thing. I'm like,
Right.
he just keeps, he's getting more rest, it seems, recently.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. It seemed like he was sitting more.
The stats slowed down. He was kind of the odd man out because Belly used to be in that rotation, and Belly's been hot.
Yes.
And Trent is kind of the core of the team, and Dominguez hits walk-off. So he's been the oddest of the odd men out
Yes.
recently. Yeah.
But he's like, I am here, and it's a homer.
He plays so angry. He was an angry homer, man.
His swing is angry because he's so strong. Oh, yeah, he did. But then he's
Yeah.
happy and joyous.
Yes. But when he is in the vicinity of home plate, he's an angry man.
He speaks Spanish real well.
Will Warren going to be talked about later?
I don't know. 10 strikeouts, 101 pitches. That was pretty nice. Mark Leiter comes in and saves his butt.
Right.
Mark Leiter's been putting in some ballsy spots, kind of.
He's going to be in a lot more ballsy spots. Sharky on the IL.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing your Yankees bullpen trust meter, Mark Leiter kind of has to fly up.
And he gets a lot of love or a lot of action. He's been doing well. Ian Hamilton
Off the
did not
field?
look good.
Oh, yes. This game and the next game.
Luke Weaver had to come in and throw 2 pitches, which is happening too often.
Have you thought that maybe that's for you, though?
It's a really nice time.
You know, it's getting late, 9:50s, sneaking up on 10 o'clock. You're starting to fade, and it's like, wait, who's coming in?
The one night I was sleeping, I stood up and took a video. We'll talk about Weaver later. I don't know. If we're not talking about Weaver later, let me know. Because I got a lot to say.
Pitch in every game. I would think we're talking about Weaver later.
Cool.
He's in every game. So even if he doesn't get an award.
Okay. That's awesome. I'm excited for the rest of the show for the first time ever.
That's good.
No, here's a strategy. After this, it's going to get good.
Devin Williams, who's now on a little bit of a heater.
Yeah, the bummer of this was Hamilton not doing that because going into this game 2, you got Yarbrough, who you don't know on length. And I think I was like, we used a lot of good bullpen going into a Yarbrough start, but they play to win the game, which is good.
And Yarbrough's the man.
Yeah, that's what.
That's the thing.
Well, Yarbrough versus the Rangers, perfect.
Yarbrough versus everyone this year.
Let's get the game 2.
He's been great. Aaron Judge,
Shortest home run of his career.
326. He had 2 hits. Did you know?
I did. Well, he had the single to left, right?
Do you know what it feels like loving someone? It's in a rush to push you away. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? We do game 2.
All right, game 2.
Welcome back to New York City as Jacob tries to degrominate the Yanks. Cool right-handed gas, bro. How's your lefty junk? Yarbrough would sling it for the Yanks. DJ 26 with the ribby after Tony 3 bags. Yanks jump out to a 1-0 lead in the second. But how's your burger? Double stacked, make it clap, no hands. What? Jake rakes 2 solo shots to give Texas the lead. Hey, Yarbrough was good. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Hamilton BP makes it 3-1 Texas in the 8th. How about Belly and the Beast? Cody into the night sky. Judge with the RBI single. We are tied up at 3s, but unfortunately for Texas, we are not the same. I am a Martian. Jasson Dominguez. Walk off for the baby alien. Yarbrough to Loizaga to Hill to Hammy to Yeri to Weave. Yanks win, and Knicks were winning at this point too.
Game 2, I know when you were writing your burn, here's a little behind the scenes, a little BTS for everyone. You were writing your burns while we were sitting here. Cameras weren't rolling. It wasn't happening. And you said, Game 2 is a fun one.
Some of that's true.
You did say that.
I did say Game 2 is a fun game. Yes.
Would you put it in your top 5 games of the year?
Ooh.
It's a Martian walk-off.
Interesting. Martian's first walk-off.
It's a Yarb show. I think it's going in my top 5 to 7.
It's really interesting. I know you're...
Do we have an official rankings?
Yes, I started a shared notes app list with the two of you. I
guess,
don't know if that's the best way for.
I guess what's tricky, like it probably definitely is, as you know, this was a big night for the New York Knicks that ended in the most sour way possible.
Well,
so the Yankees moment also kind of got haberdashed by that a little bit. But I think this game in a silo, I would have to assume, is a top 5 game of the year.
Okay.
Something about a rainy Tuesday night that wasn't like, or Wednesday, that didn't feel delicious.
Oh, I thought
but Dominguez.
It was a crisp game. I think it's in my top 5.
Right, I think so.
Right now, we only have 3. It's the walk-off versus the Padres.
Right.
The Brewers home run off Nestor Brigade.
First 3.
And this one. Those are the 3 we've like said out loud. There's got to be better games, but we haven't actively done this.
Padres one was cool. I would say it's in the top 5. Yeah.
Everyone, respond with your top 5 games of the season, and we will, whatever the most popular opinion is, those will be the top 5, and then we'll bump you around moving forward.
Like, does that last Mets game count?
Ooh,
you know, we were in the stadium.
But the belly homer was, yes, that's on here.
That should be in the top 5 at this point.
I probably like that more than this one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where I get worried.
Well, that's why we just got to keep a closer eye on this as we go. It was a great game.
Yeah, I mean, I had an internal giggle when you were like, oh, all the pitchers last game, this game. They had a lot of that too. Yeah, I guess another thing I liked about this, I mentioned it early on, and we've made a joke out of it that I think people understand. We talk about the bread games and the middle games. Mm-hmm. The Yankees have been winning the bread games, the 2 games on the bookend. They've been losing the middle game, like very standardly and like in bland ways that I guess that's the other thing, that for a chunk of this game, when this deGrom locks in, and he looks pretty good. There's the fun Judge at bat with him.
Yes.
deGrom's kind of paving his way to come back to the Yanks. I think
come back.
The second, when Jake Berger hit the second home run, I was a little frustrated because it was like, okay, dude, you're going to hit 2 home runs off of just gross lefty arm angles? Like, kind of not cool.
I agree with you.
Kind of not cool. That I was like, all right, we're going to lose another bread game on a rainy night. Amazon game kind of hurt. If I'm being just honest from the home perspective.
Yeah, but I was watching this game on my projector.
Oh.
Folding laundry on my bed, watching the game, and then laying down watching it because we put the kids to bed. It's been a lot. And the projector doesn't have cable, so then it's the Gotham app, and nothing slower than that app. Like, the Prime delay is not as bad as that.
It's true. Prime has gotten better this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I guess in what ends up being my top 5 games of the year list every year.
Yeah.
This had a little bit of glum, like, accepting the loss. The Texas Rangers are kind of boring. Like, you're like, Marcus Semien, what are you even about right now? The Jonah Heim hurting his hand thing was kind of entertaining. Like, sorry, Jonah Heim. But it was funny because Paul O'Neill
was all over it.
Perfect game stuff.
Yeah.
Paul O'Neill was like, oh, dude, that is because normally if someone gets a hit, they're like, oh, you trade the bat for a hit every day. And Paul O'Neill, no nonsense, was like, that is the worst. He's like, you will feel that for 5 innings. And Caster just, kind of let it roll, like let Paulie cook. And then they kept cutting over to him on first base. And Caster's like, nah, he's still rubbing his hand. And then he goes out to catch. He throws the ball away. And Caster's like, he's still hurt. You had it, Paul. And Paul's like, yeah, dude, that sucks.
When he called it out, O'Neill, he's like, he's still rubbing his hands over there at first base. That wasn't on the broadcast. Like, that wasn't on his monitor. Sometimes a cameraman the producer will see it on all 7 cameras and say, take camera A, and then they know Paul O'Neill will react to it. It wasn't up.
Right.
He was just doing his job as color commentary, watching the game in front of him and watching his hands at first. That's how much he knew. This is going to hurt. He comes out of the game. My guy Tucker Barnhart comes in.
Oh, Yarbrough embarrassed him. That was tough.
Yarbrough's changeup looked amazing.
Yeah, he threw an inside changeup to Adolis Garcia, which, again, it's part of this evolution of pitching. God, I can talk about the dumbest shit, and then I go, oh, and the evolution of pitching. Yeah, little guy. That's what you've got. But no, seriously. He throws an inside changeup to Adolis Garcia that coming across the plate, and what that must look like for the batter, but for years, the rule was you don't throw inside changeups. That was a disgusting pitch. I thought Yarbrough looked good. There is a little bit of what are the Texas Rangers hitting-wise this series, and it's bad.
Yeah.
Real
They're
bad.
like in a blender of bad. But, I mean, he gives us length and results. I felt bad for him when he gave up the home run to Berger, that very first one, because it was like, a tie game. Like, it had so much weight to it when it should have not been that. But deGrom's nasty. And the biggest, so I had accepted they were going to maybe lose because it's a meat game and they win the bread.
Right.
Like you were saying.
When Bailey homered.
When Bailey homered, it was done. I was like, oh my goodness, they're going to win this game. Because it was against deGrom, which I thought was going to knock him out maybe earlier, but he did finish that inning. Yeah. And then you get the bullpen and they score a run an inning against the bullpen.
Yeah, man, we're talking about this. The Yankees team is fun, and you like Luke Weaver. And they're getting some starting pitching out.
Buddy, do I?
And the lineup's doing some fun things. They have it defensive highlights. Rangers fans, this is kind of a nightmare team. Bad bullpen, no offense that's horrifying.
The pitching's good.
The starting pitching is good.
Yes.
Everything else is horrifying. That's none of my business. Why do I care?
I don't know.
Take a hike. What does that do?
Bailey keeps his hitting streak alive, gets it to 15 games in this one, I think.
Bad news for the next one.
Yeah, which is why I wanted to highlight it now.
Everyone's running to see Joe a bit.
Oh, hey, in this play, one thing. They scored the game-tying run in the 8th on the Judge single, and Trent gets thrown out. He was baiting the throw home.
Yes.
That's one of those weird acceptances for me, because I know it's a strategy, and I know you could very easily look at that and say it worked. But for me, I'm like, but is it the best way?
Probably going to score anyway.
Is it the best way? But
I wonder what what are Luis Rojas's rules on that? Like, if it's the game-tying run, the game-tying or the game-leading run, like, you just do that?
Or do players just do it on their own?
Right.
Because he's directing Judge. Beebs, I want to see if Boone will answer that as like a, not like a current topic.
A baseball question.
Just a general baseball question.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit bed. Yeah. Martian homered.
Know what was interesting about the Martian homer? The pitch was awful. No shame in the Martian's game, But that is another, if you look up wherever you look up where pitches are,
Yeah.
middle. Without a ton of bite.
It's 2-0.
And know what else was a little... Luke Jackson's had a very nice major league career. I can't pitch. Go check out our warehouse games. He's one of the pitchers that like looks away when he throws. That made it look worse. Like
It's
he's a head over here, and it's like, dude, you just Luke Jackson, you decided to end this game.
To credit the Martian, in that situation, it's a 2-0 count, which is like a dead red fastball count usually. So Luke Jackson is like, that's basically a get me over curve. So it is like middle because he's banking on him not sitting fastball and just taking, and Dominguez just shat.
Dude, I think I have more Dominguez stuff, but I think we're going to talk about him later.
Okay.
And when I say later, I mean after we talk about Huel.
He'll be cool if you listen to this spiel.
I've been hueling up. Our warehouse has been hueling up. If you're constantly on the move or just tired of skipping meals, Huel has you covered, spelled Huel. Their Black Edition, ready to drink, is a total game changer. Complete meal in one bottle. 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, high fiber and low sugar. Bing bong. So you feel focused and ready for your day. And right now, new customers get 15% off plus a free gift at Huel.com when you use our code YANKS. Huel, I'm holding the berry one right now. How do you like that? Ow! Start saving time and money without compromising your nutrition today with this exclusive offer for new customers of 15% off plus a free gift using our exclusive code YANKS at Huel.com. Go check them out. Give them a try. Huel, complete nutrition bottled.
Huel be cool with Huel. Other thing to note about this game before we flip it to game 3, the tag play. The stolen base tag play.
Big review.
Very close call. Boone screaming at them like, how the fuck do you miss that call? It was very close. I did not think they were going to get the overturn there. I was excited they did.
Yeah, it was one of those... I think if you showed us that play without any commentary on what the call was, I think we would have said out. It's kind of tough because if there's Yankee jerseys, it's tough to turn off that brain. So I guess if you didn't tell us a call, if you neutralized the jerseys and we watched that play, I do think we would have leaned out. But yeah, to get a call flipped like that, I wonder if there was something else we didn't see that was a little more clear. But Boone was hot.
Screaming. Also, Weaver came in and gave up that knuckleball to Trent Grisham, which was just a nice moment. Right. It was one of the bigger smiles I've seen Trent have on defense, where he was telling Belly, like, whew,
it's
like
cool when you see a ball knuckle.
It is. That one was crazy. Knuckled like 5 times. And yeah, Weave with that pickoff, really good job. And now we move on to game 3.
What's that?
I can't compliment him.
Hey, this is a sweep. We know who the MFer is.
Whoa!
I do think this isn't shots fired. I think if there is maybe this is how I'll spin it. Know how Javi Baez in his prime was known for like electric tags?
Yeah.
If Javi Baez makes that tag, I don't think it's like close at second.
Oh yeah.
So again, I'm not trying to be rude to DJ, but even it was something that, you know, Glaber didn't have a ton to compliment defensively. He was actually a pretty good tag guy.
Yep.
That watching that replay of that, it was like, I don't know. I don't know if it should have been that close.
Okay, fair is fair. And yeah, good throw by Weave.
That's like all. That's nothing.
It's a good throw.
Game 3. The Yanks rode on their broomsticks to the Bronx with Carlos trying to sweep the Rangers as Nate Dogg Eovaldi was trying to make it regulate for Texas. Enough zeros on the scoreboard to make Soto think he'd be happy in Queens until the 5th. La-di-da-di-dee. La-di-da-di-da. Your beat goes on. Your beat goes on. His first career homer, his first career game winner. Yankees can pitch. Rodon's ERA goes down to 2.88 on the year, and Texas can't hit, but that is none of my business. Sweep it up as the Yanks are officially en fuego. Yankees win 1-0 final.
Good job.
Thank you.
What's
the date today?
What was the line before when you started singing?
Oh yeah, I was a little surprised. Enough zeros on the scoreboard to make Soto think he'd be happy in Queens.
Money.
So that was a little. That was just a little.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to live in that space. But there's a couple kids that are like, oh fuck. What do you mean make it clap with no hands in the other burn?
Mom? Yanks win 1-0.
It's May 22nd.
Jorbeat. Go deep.
Crazy. Off of Evaldi. The only run of the day.
1-0. Not a lot of hits.
Like, what is that Texas Rangers flight like right now?
12:30 getaway day. Rodon shoving. Also, someone said that Rodon has now pitched in the most like under 55-degree days out of any players. Dalt told me a weird stat like that.
Okay. I believe it.
He just keeps getting the coldest starts.
Kind of stinks. Or
This
is that okay? Because like you're in it and you're pitching, so
wonder how he feels.
yeah. All right.
When he comes on the show, let's ask him.
Okay.
So this bullpen is nice, Jake. You get one inning from Leiter Jr., who you noted has to start getting better because that was Cruz's spot.
Right.
It's got to be someone new spot. Devin comes in. Weave shuts the door.
Weave shuts the door. Weave shuts the door. Hi-ho the Dario. Weave shuts the door. Peraza had a couple good defensive plays. I kind of need to stop talking about him. But
I'll say it.
That opposite field single. I know that guy you jazzed up.
Well, that was nice.
Only hit of the series.
Yeah, but your beat goes first to third.
Oh, and we did miss
And
him in
he
the
got-
first game doing the upside down guy. That was hilarious.
Oh, and the tarp, yeah. We're not going to talk about his defense anywhere else, I don't think, unless you were going to do it.
We're not.
So I want to just say what we said to each other while we were watching it.
Okay.
He made a lot of plays at third this game, like some stops, some good plays with runners on. He looks. I said he's doing a very good job. It looks a little more like he's surviving than like owning the field. Like on that ball that he got from Leiter, he like blocks it first and then finishes the play.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Peraza because if he can hit at like a 260 batting average, which again, he's far off from that. So, what he would become defensively, I think could be like really strong if the Yankees don't have the right third base upgrade at the trade deadline, which they need to prioritize pitching. I had a couple people tweeting at me and they're like, dude, you think Peraza's good at third? And they sent the screenshot of his defensive analytics, and it's like, oh, thank you for telling me you don't know ball. Boom.
Boom roasted. What are his defensive analytics? Who cares?
Nothing. He's played 11 games.
Oh.
He's just skilled.
Oh.
It was like -2 OAA, and he was like, hey.
Trust your eyes.
Trust your eyes for once. That's kind of what we're supposed to do. I'm not supposed to just read stats off a sheet and tell you.
But people like it.
Which part?
Not being able to comprehend what they're seeing and just getting me told something.
Magic?
I hate magic. Maybe that's why I don't like war.
New David Blaine show.
Careful.
He has a new show coming out, or you're pitching him?
He
one
has
now?
a new show
Oh.
that's out. I've watched a couple episodes.
How is it?
It's very okay.
Whew. Brutal. All right, good game.
Yeah. I was going to say, who had a good series? We've pitched in every game. I don't know if you were going to talk about him at all this episode.
I don't know. Maybe.
Leiter, Williams, Weaver, is that our best pen right now?
No.
Depends on the matchup.
Loaizaga.
J-Lo. You're all in on J-Lo. I love it.
Yeah, I think that there's lanes. Leiter's better against lefties, and J-Lo is better against righties. And that's probably how they'll use it for now.
Tim Hill, always an exception.
How do you hit a
Not the
homer
rule.
off Tim Hill? That was bizarre.
Yeah, I was a little mad about that. Again, Jake Berger got Tim Hill and Yarbrough.
That's interesting, actually. They're both funky throwing lefties.
Like, is Jake Berger happy? Yes, because he got sent down to the minor leagues earlier this
Is
year.
he the only person that sees funky throwing lefties and is like, yeah. What are his numbers against Sale?
Babes is on it.
Okay.
Rodon gets talked about more.
Don't think so. We're running out of time. We're running out of things.
We keep saying other guys that are.
We've pushed too many
more.
people past, I think. But maybe I might give Rodon an award. Keep him in your brain for guessing.
Let me see, because there is a segment coming up called Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Okay.
it's not pretty. Okay.
Jake Berger against Chris Sale is 0 for 1, 2 walks.
How about it? Sees him well.
Sees it well.
That's 666 repeating on base percentage.
Could we use Jake Berger? I don't think he can play third base still, but he hits lefties.
Yeah.
We'll do more.
I think
stuff
Yanks
on
have
it.
the best stats against lefties, but it's very loaded by the Judge and Goldie.
I think Belly's versus lefties numbers are in a good spot, too.
Anthony.
Anthony.
Okay.
Been by the bat. Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees is brought to you by DraftKings. Use code YANKS when you sign up with the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Pride of the Yankees.
This is interesting.
Jake, you get to go first. Who you got, kid?
Because there's a guy who had a fantastic moment. Rodon entering a weird area of so good we're not impressed.
Yarbrough holding it together. Young William Warren. Weaver pitching every game. Pick that guy off.
Well, if it isn't the butcher's boy, William Warren. I'll go Dominguez. That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool. I don't care. It's a walk-off.
Okay.
Into the night sky, second deck. Pretty much as cool.
Sucking deck.
Pretty much as cool of a walk-off as you can have.
Yeah. If that's on the... Oh, we have a different soundboard.
From... anytime... I think hitting a slider over a fastball looks visually cooler.
Yeah, it looks like a worse pitch, too.
Dominguez hits him with a little Andujar helicopter. Second deck, enjoys it. Had a couple, someone, one of the beat reporters asked him after the game, because, one of the Dominguez traits is that he's kind of calm and composed. It goes back to that game he was ejected, and they were like, Dominguez, what are you doing? And one of the reporters was like, "Oh, Jasson, you put a little bit of flair on that walk-off." And he was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, come on. If you're going to do it like that, I'm going to do it like that." He's kind of the best ever.
He's great. I like that he's under the radar, but he's got a big moment now.
Yeah.
And the guys, you know who won the walk-off? In two ways. If I was to do a breakdown, which I didn't have time, nor, I don't know, that would have been kind of small. Goldie won best teammate. He wasn't the first over the rail because he's 38, and Clark just jumped him.
Yeah.
Cut in front of him.
That's the Schmidt family.
Goldie was very ecstatic and excited, and the camera operator tracked him like he was Judge. You know what I mean? You track the biggest star to get their reaction the whole way, and it was Goldie. So good job to Dominguez.
Goldie's a guy. I did want to, as you mentioned, Clark Schmidt being the first out of the dugout. That is because his Marine father, Dwight Schmidt, raised him that way. And he threw out the first pitch today.
Dwight Schmidt did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pilot.
So we like that.
Do you have the call? Did I hear it get?
It's the second deck call.
Yeah. Talkin homer?
Judge hits a high drive to right. That ball's high.
Talkin's
It is
a famous
far. It is gone. Second deck.
Oh, that one's pretty good.
Judgy and blast.
The Talkman one sounds like he says the other phrase.
The other thing that it sounds like.
It sounds like.
I have some other good Dominguez tidbits for you.
Okay.
3.45 against righties. For those that don't know, a 3.08 batting average, that's the 3. A 4.02 on base, that's the 4. A 5.27 slugging, that's the 5. After last night's game. So a couple of those may have dropped. But he, against right-handed pitching, is one of the better hitters in the league.
Yes.
And that's usable.
Yes.
8 out of 10 days.
And I'd be like, whoa, dude, you're so good at hitting lefty. Why don't you just do it against everyone? Yeah. Maybe we can get those
Not
stats
today.
the whole way. Good pride.
Then the stats would be worse. Thank you.
Good pride. My pride of the Yankees is really tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough. Because there's one guy that pitched in every game.
Odd board. What was that?
He's badass. And I gave young William Warren, a pride his last start.
Right.
So I think it's kind of, I can't just double that up. Like that's a little obnoxious to him every time.
Right.
He pitches well. He gets a pride. I am going to go with Yarbrough because we have no business being in that game.
Oh!
They won't even grant him a spot in the rotation. Like, they
Right.
won't say it.
Right.
And he is just giving us, like, more length than you ever expect while pitching shutouts.
Haven't been there.
But that's a game against deGrom that deGrom is shutting them down
Right.
incredibly. And then Yarbrough matches it to get into the good bullpens. There is no real bridge. Like, if you lose that game and Yarbrough gives up 3, but deGrom mowed him down, you go, okay, well, I mean, it's Yarbrough versus deGrom. Like, the odds were you're in that game. But we were in it. I was very proud of him.
Yes, it feels like he's pitching. Again, I mentioned my thoughts on the Texas Rangers at this point, but I think Yarbrough has been very good in pretty much every outing this year except one early on in the season. Ryan Yarbrough, he got built up into 80 pitches this performance, and he has been, obviously, Will Warren has been fantastic. So Will Warren turning into Michael King and Ryan Yarbrough turning into, I don't want to oversell it, prime Andy Pettit. That has changed the dynamic of this team significantly.
They don't have that stretch if Yarbrough is still the crumble.
There was 2.5 games a week that you'd turn on the Yankee game and you were. I think there was a time we were hoping for 4 and 4 in and out starts.
Yeah.
4 innings, 4 earned runs.
Yes, leave us in it.
And congrats to Ryan Yarbrough.
Yeah. As a starter this season, he's got a 2.57 ERA.
That's good.
Yeah. It is good.
Do you have his game log up?
Yeah.
Because isn't it really only like he got knocked around once? Is there
Once.
twice?
No, 1. Well, 2.2 with 2 earned runs.
Which, that's fine.
But one time it was 0.2 4 earned.
But yeah, if you take that out, Yarbrough is, again, not how it works. But
Since then, 2.28 ERA.
it feels like he's pitching well. It's hard to fully buy in when you see someone slinging it.
Yeah, but it's a little different than Tim Hill because I'm kind of expecting
He's
it.
pitching.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting
pitching.
every pitch to look the same, but weird. But then he throws some changeups, and visually, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, that was nasty.
And there's some sliders that hitters literally can't offer at because their brain doesn't compute. They're like, that is so far outside, there's no way that's coming back in, and it does.
Yeah. Again, it's pride of the Yankees, not who had best stats award,
It's pride of the Yankees. And it was brought to you by DraftKings. Code JMBaseball. New customers, if you bet just $5 and your bet wins, you'll score $300 in bonus bets. This is one of the bigger offers we've seen them offer. Walk-off homers, no-hitters, whatever's going on in this baseball season, you're not going to miss a pitch. And hey, get in on the action with the DraftKings Sportsbook. That is code JMBaseball for new customers. $5 on any wager gets you $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Thanks, DraftKings.
Thank you to DraftKings. And now up.
Word, yo.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Boo.
Boo. Brad Osmus, you've been got, dude. Boone had to come on here and publicly insult you and tell us how bad a driver you are. The end.
That's if Boone didn't really know the ammo he was giving us with that story, huh?
I mean,
booed Brad Osmus?
Yeah.
That's a dream.
I told socials to run the headline. Yankees manager boos assistant coach. No, it was Yankees assistant coach kicks his own manager out of car after being booed for a bad turn. It's good. Darling.
And we're thinking about opening a newspaper just so we can run more headlines.
Yeah. Headlines only.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Hey, the
Hey.
guy in the press box last game we were at read the whole newspaper.
I'd rather not talk about that. I'd rather not talk about
Okay,
that.
I'll just one more
If
sentence.
that's okay.
You don't have
listen.
to talk about
Don't
it.
listen. One more sentence. Over the course of the game, he slowly flipped one page of the newspaper and read every line for the whole game. And that's what it used to be. It was slow, tedious process. Don't talk about it, Jake. Don't talk about it. Let's not go down this road. Your first award?
It was tied at 2s.
Yeah.
Yankees Mets. Most watched ESPN game since 2018. Juan Soto, the booing, everything.
Slow-mo.
Tied in the 8th inning. And there's a gentleman in the press booth, not watching the game, reading a newspaper, clipping out stuff.
You don't know what the story was, though.
Not talking about it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. What does that mean? Regular award?
Regular awards.
Congrats on the motherfucker, Brad.
Oh, and Zendino had a great theme in the chat. I made note of it in my brain, but now I forget what it was.
Okay.
It was cleaning, because it was a clean sweep. So cleaning themed awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, suck
Okay.
it, Mr. Vacuum, stuff like that.
Right. I'm going to give out the Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe award.
And that's a cleaning theme.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, Kendrick's cleaned up this year.
Okay. Cool. Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Don't kill my vibe.
Award.
I can feel your energy from 2 planets away.
Young William Warren?
Yes, Jim.
Yes, duh.
Because you gave Ryan Yarbrough the pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
William Warren goes out. 5.2, 10 strikeouts. He's on this run right now. Yarby goes out the next day.
Yeah.
He gets 8 strikeouts,
Yeah.
throwing 80 miles per hour.
Yeah. Makes Will Warren rethink things.
It's kind of like, dude, Yarby, did you have to do that? Like, you couldn't have done it with 3 Ks, because then it makes this start look a lot more impressive of the breakout of William Warren. He's like, come on, Yarbs. We're in this together. But we do need to talk about young William Warren, because he has been fantastic.
Yeah. He's really just, like, turned. I think it's his last 4 starts now.
Let's see. I think
3.
I think the best butter knife would be his last 3 are very good. It's 18 innings pitched, which would be 6 innings per game. And he's only given up 3 earned runs, which that would be 1 run per game. And he struck out 26 batters in 18 innings. Which, again, there's times you've heard us on the show asking for Clark to attack in the zone early. And, Garrett Cole, his Cy Young year, actually was getting more early outs to go longer in games. Even if it is the Texas Rangers here, you're striking out MLB hitters, man, at a very high level.
Yeah. The length is really good. The mound presence is so different.
Yeah.
Like, really, really telling. And they asked Judge about it postgame. And that was like one of the things he said. He said something about the mound presence being just like significantly better.
Yeah.
Who's he done it against? The Athletics?
AL West.
Well, the Athletics have the 11th best OPS plus.
Yeah.
And then he did against Seattle, who has the 6th best. And then he did it against the Rangers, 24th best.
Yeah.
Man, crazy.
Probably worse after.
Doesn't look like he's scheduled to get the Angels to continue that journey.
Oh. Dodgers?
20th.
He gets last game
Dodgers
of the
are
Rockies.
second best team.
That's fine.
Yeah, Dodgers are second best behind the Yankees.
Dodgers.
That was the Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe Award,
Don't
brought to
Kill
you by
My
Jake
Vibe.
Storiale.
Hendricks just been cleaning up. So what's your cleaning thing?
My cleaning theme is ding 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 bam boom being the good partner, being the clean partner.
Being the clean. What's the award? That's a fair question.
Being the clean partner.
Being the clean
Is
partner.
that what I said?
Not the first time.
What did I say the first time?
Being the good partner.
Okay, well, that's a hint. Congrats.
Congrats.
You fished it out of me.
You just played yourself. That's nothing. Rodon?
Oh my goodness! I thought I could whisper into the mic and you'd guess it. I didn't think I had to give you a good hint. It's not
The whole
Rodon's
thing's giving a whole.
Weaver.
I thought you gave me your pride, to be honest,
I didn't.
because you kind of teased it like you did.
That's why I thought you'd guess it.
know.
No, being the clean partner, the good partner, they do the final stages. Like if I do the dishes, Katie's like, I know I'm gonna have to come down and now like clean the counter, and I try my hardest. But she just has a bigger natural clean energy, so she's got to finish every job. And who is it in your? You're kind of the clean one sometimes.
Yeah, I'm very hit or miss.
Okay.
I'm very hit or miss. There's times when I need tidy. There's times when I could just care less.
Yeah.
I can live in pure squalor.
Well, Weaver just had to come into every single one of these games and just finish the job. And this is why I wanted to talk about Weaver later. And if I remembered this 3 minutes ago, maybe I would have based my award off this. They talked about on broadcast of game 2, Kay talked about how they asked Boone, if Devin starts looking better,
Right.
will he get the closer job again? And they said Boone didn't tip his hand at all. And he said, well, we'll see. Are you crazy? If anyone thinks that's the case, you're insane. I'm
a little insane.
It's Weave's job.
Right. I just say it's new age baseball, attack the heart of the order. Like if they're, I would love to have Weaver in the position of, hey, we need to win a game, 2 outs in the 7th inning, and Shohei's coming up. It's Weave time. That I need to believe in Williams after that. That Weaver's the top dog, and I'm not fighting you on that. I just think the Yankees can be more powerful if Weaver can be your drag drop for 1.2.
Bring him in for the 8-9. It's Weave's world. He's
got to win the game.
He is now doing it, and this is where it gets a little upsetting for me.
Sure.
Weaver is now getting guys out in boring fashion. Because now they are scared to let themselves get deep in a count against him.
Swing.
And they're just swinging early and hitting, and they can't square up his fastball still because he just hits his spots really well. Up, down. He did that one to Berger, I think, and getting flyouts. Yeah. So he did the lefty today. Who was that? Heim. Make him look absolutely. Well, I think it was Heim. I think he did make him look absolutely foolish, but his hands were stinging. But mostly, like his last couple outings, just come in for 3 pitches, clean up Hamilton's mess. So Weave, the closer, my closer.
So he gets your pride.
No. This was the good partner award for just cleaning the very end of the mess. Everyone else in the bullpen, a little messy, but Weave's going to clean it up for him.
Just everyone else, you're just little messy. Imagine.
Now you get to give out another award where we get to talk about a player that you want to talk about.
Man,
You've hinted at Rodon being one.
I have alluded at Rodon.
Yeah.
That used to be my big tell. Guess a guy, give him an award. Turn around. No, there's one guy I want to talk about, I guess.
Wow.
I think it's the Clean It Up award.
Clean up.
I didn't say it.
Did you say it? Clean up.
Let the record show I did not say it like that.
Clean up.
Clean It Up award.
You just said it like that.
Did I? I think you're just hearing things and fast forward sometimes.
Clean it up.
Clean it up.
I don't know, Jake.
Fair.
Give me a hint.
Come on. That is Jimbo.
I'm not fishing. I'm asking.
Jim Buck, too.
There's a lot more pride in what I'm doing. I don't know. It seems like you're bound away from Rodon now. I know you want to talk about Peraza, but
It's
you
not
don't want
Rodon.
to talk about
That's your
him.
hint.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Ooh. I like Paul, but it's not him.
Is it your beat?
No. It's Austin Wells. As you and I were getting ready for this episode, we're going through today's game and a couple of the others, and there's more wild pitches and pass balls that it's like, okay, we got to clean that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it feels like that's happening just a little too regularly. And yeah, it's the Austin Wells conversation that we had a little bit with Booney, and we've been alluding to that, Wellesley hasn't been great. Wellesley hasn't been great. If you, I didn't even want to butter knife you because there's different butter knives you could do. If you take out
little ones, triangle tips.
the first 2 games of the season,
No way.
because he hit a home run and a home run.
Okay.
So for 41 games, and this is excluding today where he went hitless,
No way.
194, 257 on base percentage.
Yo, boy. That's really bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
So we got to clean it up, man. We got to clean up the defense, and we need some
What about the beard?
offensive contribution. I don't mind the beards. If you play well, nothing matters. Jonathan Loaizaga looks like he herds cattle. But he's
Pablo
looked
Reyes
really
still on the
good.
team?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Have you not been seeing it?
I have a tweet from spring training where I say Pablo Reyes is this year's Jahmai Jones, and I think I disabled responses and just said think about it because I didn't want anyone to even try to rebut it.
Right.
But if that's not the most comparable playing time situation,
I mean, yes.
he's in hiding right now.
Eerily similar.
That's crazy.
Not good. Did Wellesley went 0-4 today? What was that?
He went 0-4.
Did he go 0 for 4?
0-400.
Or did he go 0 for 3?
It was a scar today.
Even better. Clean. So if you do that, I guess the mean butter knife,
Yeah.
his last 7, we're in a 2 for 19.
Yeah, he looks like I'm
Clean it
going to
up.
try and hit that fastball, that
Clean it up.
fastball. Clean it up. Clean it up. Last and final award, the most prestigious award.
It's brought to you by Shady Rays.
Shady Rays, you never look better. Boom, boom, boom. Biggie skip a better. Shady Rays.
Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that will not break the bank. They've been a huge part of our warehouse. If you've seen any of our blitzball battles, anything we do in the warehouse, it feels like Shady Rays is with us, and their sunglasses are phenomenal, incredible, arugula. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to ShadyRays.com and use code Yanks, 35% off your next pair of polarized sunglasses. That's code Yanks at ShadyRays.com. Go get yours now.
Take a chance on me.
Yarvrough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. Duh.
He was a dual candidate for my Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe award. Because, Dominguez, his first walk-off. Yarvrough hit a game-winning homer today.
Yeah. Could have been the pride. Could have been both prides going by your logic.
Don't by my logic.
We kind of know what he is now. No, that's not what I want to say. I know what his hits look like now.
Yes.
Can get to a fastball, even with the coil. Nice home run today.
The coil looks a little more rhythmic. I guess it's probably just one of those things when you're hitting, it makes more sense than when you're not. But
if you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free.
Take a chance on me.
He's going to get more run. So,
yeah.
Keep doing it.
Does he have a good split?
No, there's no way.
No.
He's got 3 hits that I can think of off my head. There's no way that can connect to anything.
Vivas.
You'll beat Vivas.
I can connect it.
If you need me,
What did he do today besides the game-winning homer? It's 1 for 1, right? Because he walked and then he got pinch hit for? Do I have that right?
Catcher's interference.
Catcher's interference. It's kind of the best ever.
Yeah, 1 for 1.
Eh.
You got a butter knife for him?
No.
I don't think you can do it, right? He only has like 4 hits on the season.
Yeah.
This is
no.
Your butter knife ain't sharp at all.
You can't.
You can't do it, huh?
He had a good game today.
Yes, 1 for 1 with the
better
homer. Yes, in his last game, everything's good.
Last one's great.
We were a little worried, like, how does the playing time split between him, DJ, and Peraza? We had a conversation talking about it. Thus far, it feels like I'm good with whatever they're doing.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sound like you said thus fart, which I couldn't get past mentally.
Thus far.
I mean, I think the truth of the matter is, Kendrick, that all 3 of them aren't really adding relevance enough.
Yeah. The Yanks are just good.
The Yanks are winning games that it doesn't matter. We don't have a lot to call out. 11-3 in the last 14?
Yeah.
That's really good.
And and every asset of the game. If anything, the offense struggled as a unit against these pitchers, like the starters. Right. But they got in the bullpen.
Yeah.
So, who gives a gosh darn?
And they are good starting pitchers.
When did DJ come up?
Last game of Seattle, I believe.
So the Mets were the weekend and Seattle was the Wednesday? Yeah. All right. So since then, this isn't going to have today.
He got into the second game of Seattle, but started the last game.
Okay. And Peraza.
The extra inning pinch hit.
If that matters to whatever you're about to do.
Yeah. Peraza got a double today and you're beat homered. So those aren't going to come up when I run the slash line of those 3 combined. But it might help the slug with a double and a homer.
It would definitely. It definitely helps.
Like it could be a decent amount. Let me see. So those 3 guys in the last week or whatever from May 13th. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. It doesn't look like it's going to be good, Jake. It's a 140 batting average, a 196 on base, and a 209 slug.
Slug went up.
I feel like they've had decent, helpful moments is what I'm trying to say. DJ hit the homer.
The expectation is 0.
Okay.
The expectation is 0.
Cool.
I mean, our DJ excitement is like, he's moving okay.
Judge had a horrible series if you grade him on a scale comparing him to himself.
Right.
He hit 300.
Yeah.
And had like an under 400 batting average.
Rodon gets screwed a little bit. 6 innings, 2 hits.
Used to it.
Strikeouts.
Used to it. It's kind of routine for him.
105 pitches. We like that.
High fastball.
And Devin Williams gets hurt. I think, is it 7 straight clean now?
Is it really?
I think today's 7.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I consider it a stepping stone. I think the strikeouts are like there too. The Devin Williams numbers are starting. Like we just hunted out if we could say something nice about your Veet, Peraza, or DJ. Devin Williams, you can.
Yeah. It's nice knowing you got the weave right to bail you out of anything. You can pitch with more confidence.
Couldn't even get that out.
You can pitch with more
Couldn't even
confidence.
Get that out.
Man, there's a lot of pressure when you're the end of the line.
He's been good.
Yeah.
7 straight games, no runs, I believe 3 hits, 1 walk for Devin Williams.
Not bad. Some good D behind him in one of the games. I forget which one it was. DJ make a play? Someone made a play. Someone. Okay. Is that the episode? I don't know. Did we gather stats? We don't have to do that section.
I did not.
Jake, does this stat matter?
Okay.
Yanks have the biggest division lead in all of baseball.
That matters.
Last time I checked. It's not true anymore. The Tigers have half a game more than them.
Congrats, Detroit. You played yourself.
Jake, does this stat matter? The Baltimore Orioles fired their manager, and the Blue Jays are contemplating firing theirs.
Is that reported, or is that just you knowing how the Blue Jays operate?
That is the first half's a report, and the second half is a hunch.
Second place Blue Jays, right?
Yep, 24 and 24.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yankees have a 604 winning percentage.
Got their 30th win before their 20th loss.
Keep going.
Okay, Jake, does this matter? Against teams under 500, the Yankees are 14 and 4.
It matters. I do very much. I give you the credit. The record against teams above 500 seems to hold water every year. That, I do think it's just something that you can hold over other teams. Like I believe the Minnesota Twins of recent were 9 and 17 against teams over 500. So, but beat the bad teams. I'm fine with it.
Beat the bad team. 17 and 12 record against.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
The Yankees are 6 and 2 versus the West Coast, but only 7 and 6 against the East.
Doesn't matter. Yet.
Okay. That's all I got. The strength of schedule, Yankees grade out neutral. It's a little too early for that, but they grade out neutral. Their Pythagorean theorem, 33 and 15. So they've been -4 on the luck factor Baseball Reference puts in there.
Yeah. Like 20-run Brewer game. Should be illegal.
Yeah, it should. All right. If you have all of your vision, take a look at Jake. Go Yanks, tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.